Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. So today we are on the hunt to find a new horse for me. So a dressage horse actually, because I've been actually enjoying riding dressage, so we'll be trying out this gorgeous chestnut Frisian mare named Pumpkinspice. So let's head off to the fancy Jorvik stables, and we are here. And oh my god, there are so many fancy horses here, and there she is. Boy, she is gorgeous. So I groomed her, and she stood perfectly still, which is definitely important because when I'm dealing with a horse that big, I want to make sure I can actually handle it on the ground. She also stood very still during the whole tagging up, no fuss and good thing, which is also a good sign. So I let her out to the very big outdoor arena, and yeah, let's see how the ride goes. So we arrived at the enormous outdoor arena and started with a walk warm-up, and this horse was like so big, like the tallest horse I've ever sat on probably. Yeah, it was definitely intimidating, and she had those fancy kind of bouncy dressage gaits. I tried to sit her in the trot, but well, I failed. So because I'm absolutely not used to those fancy gaits, but yeah, but it was very cool to even have the chance to ride this horse. She was definitely a very experienced horse with a lot of work put in her. Yeah, she really knew all the buttons and extended and collected beautifully. She definitely had very big strides, but it was very cool to ride her. I did some transitions to see how she responds to my aids, which she did very good. I did some walk trot and also canter walk and walk canter, which she did so beautifully. Her gaits were just a dream. She had this very uphill and lively canter, this fancy trot, and this high-stepping walk, which I believe is typical for a Frisian horse. But it was just so cool to ride this horse, and she definitely would be worth every single shilling. So we are back at the stable, and actually we're on the way to the next horse, which I found pretty randomly while looking through the sales pages, which is this young Arabian mare called Whisper. She lives at Star Stable Ranch in this beautiful group stable. She was definitely an eye-catcher. When grooming her, she was very calm, literally melted under the brush strokes. So her owner said she hadn't been ridden a lot, so I wanted to try her on the lunch line just to see how her gaits are, and yeah. So I let her out to the round pen. She was very sweet, not spooky, very calm. Her gaits were very sweet as well. Very forward and balanced, not rushed or anything. She looked a bit strange at first with her high shoulders and, well, very elegant build, but she was definitely stunning and had nice gaits, She just spooked at some trees sometimes. But yeah, she was a great lunch actually. Sometimes she was a bit runny, but yeah, nothing like crazy. At some points she would just like try to run away in a round pen. I know, pretty strange. But she quickly got her brain back after those little racehorse moments. And she was a very sweet girl. Her owners mentioned she had already been ridden. They offered me to actually take a little test ride on her. So first I tacked her up to see how this went. A little lunch, I put on my helmet and actually mounted on. She was a bit strange to sit on after riding Pumpkinspice. She felt just very small and thin. She spooked at a bush rustling in the wind, which is fine since she's such a young horse. She had a very nice balance and went on the bit quite nicely. I wanted to keep the session pretty short and simple, so walk, trot, and canter. Also in the canter she was very balanced, forward but not rushy, and yeah, she had a little spook at a tree again, and then decided to just bolt off and do some Western horse performance, I think. I don't know. But after that, I ended the session and got off because I didn't want to overwork her. Because, yeah, she's a young horse from a bad situation, so, well, but she was a very sweet girl. After those two very different rides, we'll be very excited who I actually chose to take home with me, so we'll see, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!